Okay, kids, here we go. Me and Grandma are going on a big adventure. Going over to the farm to hang tree stands. And here we go to the farm.
We're going to walk back to the back of the farm, and we're going to get a ladder and put it up into a tree, and I have to trim some branches off with my chainsaw. And then after we get done with that one, if we got any energy left, we'll go bring another ladder to a different tree.
This is why I wear boots. Get all that water. Oh.
Pears to old pear trees. See how tall they are? They're really old. There's a few pears on them this year, but not a lot.
I don't see any.
It's right there. Right in the very bottom branches of it.
Oh, okay. They've got posted signs up all over here just to make sure nobody else gets in here. Well, they're not supposed to come in here, but that's supposed to warn them not to go on this property. Dead tree right there. Grandpa's worried it's gonna fall right on his path. What is it?
Blackberries.
You can eat them?
Yeah, wild blackberries.
Go ahead, try one. Actually, let's wait until on the way out. Just in case they're not good.
Oh, they're good. Been eating them since we were kids. That was bitter.
That's so good, huh?
I said I just came down with my friend Andrew and moved a tree stand onto this trail. There's a lot of deer tracks crossing it. All right, let's go to the next.
Grandpa's better at walking through here than I am. Yuck, what is that?
Raccoon poop.
Ugh, Lord. How am I going? Oh Lord, how am I going to get through that? Can you hear that? I'm trying to walk through this right now. Ugh. Thank God I prepared to pack my boots, because this would not feel good in flip-flops.
There's some deer footprints in the mud.
Okay, do I go to the right or do I go to the left? Actually, I'll go right straight through the middle. Grandpa's shooing away mosquitoes. Or me.
I'm waiting for you. Little fawn footprint. I'm going to put a tree stand right in this corner, because if you see, there's a deer trail coming right out right here. They're cutting around our stands and going back into this thicket. So we're going to put a stand in there. So
What do you mean by thicket?
when it goes back across through here, it gets really thick. You can't even hardly walk through there. And they're bedding down in there.
There's another yellow sign. Does anybody remember what that means?
This is a posted sign. This reminds people they're not supposed to go on it, that it's private property.
Now we have to unlock the gate and open it so that we can take the tractor with the brush hog and clear all of that tall grass.
I can't really see where I'm walking because these weeds are as tall as me. Do I have to worry about snakes?
Yeah.
Ah, snakes!
All right. Ooh, geese.
I heard a goose. We only have garter snakes and milk snakes. They don't bite.
I'm going to grab a ladder out, I guess. Thank God he didn't ask me to walk through that stuff. What are you going to do with the ladder?
What'd you say?
What are you going to do with the ladder?
I'm going to use it to go up and down the tree. This particular ladder I brought from Virginia.
Ooh.
I got them from a job we did. They were on cooling towers on the side of a school, and they were going to throw them away. So I kept them.
Looks like they're coming in handy.
They really are handy. All right, here we go.
So how can I help?
Follow me.
Okay, let's follow Grandpa.
This is one of the food plots I made last year with a big tractor. Keep eating it all.
Clover?
Yeah.
The mosquitoes are eating me. Grandpa, how do you keep track of where all your tree stands are? How do you know, like, where to go, and how do you, like? It almost seems like everything kind of looks the same out here to me.
Well, I grew up in the woods, and basically this one was off of a trail, so it's really easy to find, but I just remember all the trees. Just like you remember where all the stuff is in a store for shopping. That big tree right there, and then I'm going to cut off the branches that are in our way for shooting and to put a stand, and then I'm going to lock the ladder to the tree, and then after I lock the ladder on, we can just come back and put the stand on anytime.
Oh, okay.
That's right there, that's another guy's property. I really don't want him to see my stand. To the northeast or the southwest usually, and sometimes straight north. Let's see, where's north from here? North would be that way, so northeast is that way. Our wind usually blows that way, and then that means southwest would be that way.
What do you got to do now to prep it?
I gotta cut all these branches off so I can. I got my Stihl chainsaw. It's got fuel in it. I just gotta get it ready to go. Prime it up a little bit, and start her up.
Right now we have the safety bar on, which keeps the blade from turning while we're warming the saw. Alright, now we're climbing up the ladder so that we can trim off the branches so that we can position the ladder correctly. Timber! Watch out below, Grandma.
Now I can go up that ladder and hang a stand right where I cut that one knot is on the tree. I can hang a stand there. I can climb up the ladder and then just step right into the stand. I don't have to try and hang off of nothing. It's a lot safer. I'll put the stand right there about 3 feet below where the top of the ladder is, maybe 4. I'm going to face it right towards you. So when the deer come walk down through this area, they'll be right in front of you. It'll be a nice close shot. This is the ratchet straps I bought last year. I'm going to put this around through the ladder and around the tree, and then I'm going to tighten it so that it holds that ladder strong to the tree so it doesn't wiggle around a lot, and then it's be safe to climb up and down.
The strap's giving me a hard time going through the ladder rung, but we're gonna get it.
Here, I'll put a rope up over that branch above me, and I'll tie the stand on it, and then I'll pull the stand up, and then I'll strap the stand on like right here. So then I can climb up this ladder right to here, and then I could just step right into the stand. It'll be facing right here. Then if the deer come down these trails, I'll trim a couple branches, but I'll be able to shoot them right here.
Are each of these, how far you think? So I'm going up 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet, 8 feet, and I think that's high enough for Grandma.
Very brave, Grandma.
Oh, going up is really easy, but
Coming down is just the same. You just take one at a
way
time.
down.
Oh, gonna have to leave Grandma here. She's stuck.
My heart is pounding.
All right, Grandma's coming down. She got brave.
It's not that bad. When you're afraid of something, just take it real slow. No, I'm not afraid.
And she did it. While you're in the field, makes it so that you're not miserable.
And it also gives the mosquitoes more juice. Water.
So refreshing.
Very refreshing. We're getting tore up. Look at, you can see them.
They don't like this spray.
And tree stand number 2. I wasn't supposed to follow you, was I?
Yes, bring the saw.
Oh no.
Here comes my Grandma trying to come through the thick bushes like Grandpa does.
Grandma doesn't do it as good as Grandpa though.
She's doing pretty good.
I made it.
Yay, Grandma!
Sounds like a friendly neighborhood airplane's flying over while we're putting up our stand. My arms aren't long enough to reach around this tree, so I had to get a stick to reach around further to catch the ratchet strap. Now that I've got both ends, I can hook it together and then I'll adjust it to where I want it and tighten it up. Here I'm just using a small handsaw to trim a couple of more branches that are going to be in the way, so I didn't need the big chainsaw up there.
Those branches were blocking my shot over to the trails. If I can cut a couple of branches off of that tree with my pole saw, I can shoot anything that comes through this whole area.
Way out of the woods now.
These vines here, if you look at the bark, it's like a rough bark. It's got these really big, broad leaves on it. Those are wild grapes. All these bushes right here are thorn bushes. That's wild rose bush. These little bushes right here, they look a lot like poison ivy, but those are baby oak trees. This tree, if you look up it, it's an oak tree, but if you look at how tight the branches are and how gnarly they are, that's a pin oak. They have acorns on them. They're good food for the deer, but not as good as white oak or red oak. Right here, that's poison ivy. An ivy plant. See how the 5 leaves? Jagged edge leaf right there. With 5 leaves on it, that's poison ivy. Okay, we finished our job. We got 2 tree stands up. We got bit by 1,000 times by mosquitoes. And now we have to go get some water to rehydrate because we're drained.
Hey, thanks for helping me hang tree stands today.